Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I am always on the hunt for great cards. And today we're doing something a little unusual with these Optic packs of 2020 football that you see on the table before you. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. These are not the typical packs that you may think they are. I'll explain why that is in just a moment. First, I want to do a couple of shout outs to some new subscribers that I have that have some really good channels, and I want to make sure that I give them a little shout out and let people know about them. One is RWCS Breaks, and this is a relatively new channel. They've only been at it for about a month, and they've been opening some hockey, a lot of hockey actually, and they've been pulling some nice cards, honestly. I've been really impressed by how good their pulls are. I think they have some perhaps magical ability over there at RWCS Breaks to where they seem to be able to pick really good boxes to open. So go over and check them out. Like I said, they've only been active for about a month, and they could definitely use the support from the card community. I think they're doing a good job. Also want to thank Undrafted Player for your subscription. They do a lot of vintage stuff over there, and they do a lot more than cards. I've seen them look at vintage helmets, books, baseballs, a lot more. There's a tremendous variety going on over there, and it's a lot of fun. You never know what's going to be on that channel. Ken Doss also subscribed to me just this morning, I believe, so I subbed Ken back. He also does some unusual stuff. Vintage cards and other items that he finds in his travels. He's clearly a huge sports fan, which is neat, and he also likes art, which is nice too. He just put up a couple videos a little while ago on a trip he took to the National Gallery in Washington, D.C., a museum I've been to many times, for I lived in Maryland for a good part of my life and used to go down to all of the wonderful museums in Washington, D.C. Grizzo's Cards, thank you for your subscription. I've been checking out your videos. This is a great channel, opens a lot of new and old unopened stuff, and some of it's pretty unusual. Recently, he just opened a UK Topps baseball box that I'd never seen anybody open before, and those are some really cool cards. They have a little Union Jack logo on there. You should check that out. I didn't even know those cards existed, so that was really cool to see. And lastly, I want to shout out D&B Cards. This is a father and son team. I may have already given these guys a shout out, but even if I have, they're worth shouting out again because it's a really good channel. They have some big random pack breaks. I mean, and they have a huge variety of packs. They'll set out a card box with just rows of all different packs and, pull a bunch just at random and open them. So it's a fun channel because you never know what they're going to get, and they don't know what they're going to get. So it's a lot of fun. So check them out if you haven't. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers. If I haven't given you a shout out yet, I am working on it, and I will certainly get to you. You can also remind me in the comments section. I am always happy to be prodded a little bit. Sometimes I do miss things. So, okay, what do we have here? We've got 4 packs of 2020 Optic football. Now, why do I have these, and what's the deal with these? What makes these different? Well, all 4 of these are what are called hot packs, and hot packs are cards that dealers pull out of a box and know that the pack has something special in it, usually an autograph card or a memorabilia card or an auto mem card. And all 4 of these are hot packs that I recently bought from a dealer. And I'm going to tell you up front what I paid for them, and then I'm going to explain how I justify that and why I think I did pretty well with that, because it's kind of an odd thing to buy. For one thing, you usually want to buy these from a dealer that you know and that you can trust. You don't want to just kind of, blindly, get one of these and you don't know if it's been tampered with. You don't know how the dealer could possibly know what's in here. So in both of these cases, I feel pretty good about knowing what I've got and feeling like this was a good purchase for me. So these are packs that came out of, in this case, hobby boxes, because hobby boxes of 2020 Optic football are the only place that you were guaranteed an autograph. Now, you look at all of the 2020 Optic football, the blaster boxes, the hanger boxes, all the different formats that those came in, and none of them guaranteed an autograph, which I know is really weird because usually you can find some other format rather than the big hobby box that guarantees an autograph. But in this case, that was not true. So it's kind of interesting that Optic was like that. And when you look at what the prices are for 2020 Optic hobby boxes right now, those hobby boxes run over $1,000 a box already, and they're only about a year old. So that's crazy to me. I think that's nuts. And I think that part of the reason for that is simply because it's the only way you can get an autographed Optic card. You know you're going to get one autograph per hobby box. And so in buying these, I felt like that's pretty good. I'm getting essentially the best pack out of 4 hobby boxes of Optic. And so I felt pretty good about that. And I also felt like this would be, a way for me to, maybe pull a good card. I mean, you never know what you're going to get with these. It could be a no-name player. It could be, a mem card that nobody cares about. But I feel pretty good about that. The other reason I like this is because I've realized that I think 2020 football has a much better rookie class than 2021. There are some good rookies in 2021, don't get me wrong. Obviously Mac Jones had a great year as the Patriots quarterback. He took them into the postseason. I think, anybody who's watched the Bengals, you've seen what Jamar Chase can do. I think he's going to be just an amazing wide receiver for many years. So, 2 really great rookies there. And I think Micah Parsons for the Cowboys, he's a rookie linebacker that they had. He looks like the real deal for sure. And so I think that's, another good rookie. But there aren't that many. Those 3 are really, for my money, the top ones. You maybe pick out a few more. Najee Harris, maybe. There really wasn't anybody who jumped out at me as just being an amazing star other than those few guys. Whereas in 2020, you've got a lot of great rookies. I mean, just in wide receivers, you've got CeeDee Lamb, you've got Justin Jefferson, you've got Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos, who I think is going to be a great receiver as soon as they get a decent quarterback over there. And then in quarterbacks, I mean, you've got a lot of great quarterbacks that are going to come out of this. And of course, for me, the biggest rookie in 2020 now is Jonathan Taylor, the running back for the Colts. 2020 is his rookie, and he just tore it up this year. I mean, he was unstoppable. That the Colts didn't get to the playoffs really surprised me given how well he played, and I honestly felt like he was an MVP candidate given his performance this year. So that's, another reason why I felt like 2020 was maybe a better thing for me to focus on than 2021. I'm still going to buy 2021, don't get me wrong. I love opening football, as you know, if you watch the channel, and I certainly, enjoy opening modern stuff to see what the designs are like and get some of those new players. But I think 2020, I'm going to have to look more closely at that. And when this dealer, put these up and offered these, I was very interested in them. I talked to the dealer about them. He kind of broke it down for me and said, this is where they're coming from, and you don't know what you're going to get in here, but you will get an autograph in each pack or a mem card in each pack. And I kind of, picked these up and kind of felt them to try and figure out, well, do any of these feel like it's, thicker or anything like that? And I don't really feel like any one of them is necessarily thicker than another. It's hard to know that, obviously, but I do feel like I did pretty well on these. When you consider that hobby boxes are going for what they're going for, I paid about $30 per pack on these. And if you just buy these packs that are not hot packs, people are just selling regular Optic Donruss packs from 2020 at this point, and they're going for, around $20 a pack anyway. So I felt like that wasn't much of a premium for a pack that you're going to get something special out of. So I'm not going to open all of these. I want to put some of these away in my collection to hang on to, but I am going to open one of them on the show today, just so that we can all see what is in here, and also kind of just to test it to make sure that we did get what we were promised from this dealer, because obviously I believe that I did get what I was promised, and I wouldn't have bought these if I didn't trust the dealer. But you just want to make sure, and I've looked at these already, and I will look at them again with you guys right here, and these do not appear to me to have been tampered with in any way. These look pretty original to me. The seals feel like they have not been broken. You can see the lines here and the lines up here. So we're going to get into this one and just kind of see what we can do. Again, this does not appear in any way to have been tampered. I broke the seals on the edges there to get a better look at this, but this feels very untampered with to me, and I didn't think it would be when I bought it. I didn't think it would be tampered with. So let's see what we get in here. Let's make sure that I did get what I paid for, and then hopefully we'll pull a good one. All right, so there are only 4 cards in these packs, and it does look like we have a backwards card right there, which is great. That is a very good sign. So who did we get here? This is a rookie card of Terrell Lewis. Here's another rookie card of Darrell Taylor. I don't recognize either of those guys. And there's Derrick Henry. That is nothing bad with a Derrick Henry card. And I'm not actually sure I have the Optic Derrick Henry from 2020, so that's nice right there. So this is, I assume, going to be an autograph card. SSDW is what I'm getting. I'll bring this a little closer to the camera so that we can see SSDW. I wonder who that is. SSDW. Well, I can't figure it out myself, so let's just go ahead and flip this over and see what we got. It is Damian Wilson from the Chiefs. So that is an autograph card, though not a particularly thrilling one. But still, nice to know that these are indeed autograph packs, hot packs, as I was promised. So again, not a thrilling one, but it is an autograph card. And you never know, Damian Wilson could turn into a good player given the Chiefs' propensity for getting into the postseason and all the weapons that they have on that team. So a bit of a, nonplussed feeling about that autograph, but very glad that I do indeed know that these are the packs that I paid for, which is great. So that's kind of an unusual opening, and not something that I imagine I will do a lot of by any means. You're always taking a risk when you buy something like that, but I did get what I paid for, and hopefully the other 3 maybe will have something better, and we'll get around to opening those, and maybe some future videos and check out what those are, or maybe I'll even give one away in a contest or a giveaway at some point. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you today and introduce you to that concept of hot packs and let you see what one actually yields for us. I appreciate you tuning in, and once again, thank you so much for all of my subscribers and all of your wonderful comments. Really grateful for that, and I hope that you're all having a great week and enjoyed the football playoffs this past weekend. A really good set of games this weekend, and as always, happy collecting.